me seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghosts try to approach me and got leery. Ask him a question.
These were good episodes.
They're pretty good. Did you mean to start a Digimon now?
Yeah, like, because we did it last week, I kind of figured, you know, this would just be like the order, you know?
Okay, fine by me.
Yeah. Besides, it's like, I have to imagine that, like, you know, Shaman King's going to end before Ghost Game, so...
Yeah,
oh, man,
it's closer.
Yeah, crap, I'm just now realizing, like, I didn't really think it through that much, but yeah, there's like 11 episodes of Shaman King left. Jeez. How long is the, like, season of Ghost Game gonna be? Like, 26 episodes or something? I know, it might be 52. Yeah, like, Shaman King might actually end after Ghost Game.
It depends on how long the series is meant to go. And I wouldn't be surprised if Ghost Game is going to go for the 52 because of how little things happen in these episodes. Like, it's taking a very long time to get to, like, real story stuff.
Well, crap. I looked up how many episodes will Digimon Ghost Game have, and the, like, immediate answer is 16, and we're already on episode 17.
So that was wrong.
So yeah, I guess the series is over, guys. This episode didn't happen. Oh, hey, just immediately below that, Google answers, is Digimon Ghost Game dark?
Kinda?
It's light horror, I guess. That's probably a fair way to put it. You know, a little light horror here and there.
There'd have to be a horror element. I know they're going for a horror element, but I'm like, I don't know, none of it's scary.
Oh yeah. So I just looked up a thread and someone just straight up said 67 and it's got like -1 upvotes. I don't think this series is gonna have 67 episodes.
Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. To be fair, this episode was a bit more horror-based, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is probably the closest the protagonists have come to dying.
Yeah, straight up. Well, outside of Bokomon, I guess, if you count him.
I mean the human characters.
Closest they've come to dying, not counting Bokomon.
It's not that I don't care about Bokomon, it's just, even if he was still alive, he'd just be a side character.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, this is a good episode. This episode just gets into it, like, immediately.
I have some questions about why like a large company would trust the maintenance and the maintenance of a geothermal power plant to a middle schooler.
Yeah, I'm just assuming that it's like, you know, Kyo just sort of, like, knows a guy whose cousin was looking for someone or some crap, and they're just like, yeah, this guy's smart, he can do it.
I think that's the whole thing. It's like, it's just Kyo's really smart, and he designed the systems for this place in the first place. But it's still, like, which is also kind of insane.
Oh yeah, it's a very, like... It's a very, like, weird, crazy setup, but it's like, alright, screw it. Like, everyone's just in, like, you know, a geothermal, like, power plant, basically.
Yeah. That Kyo designed the systems for and comes in to maintain every now and then.
Yeah, also, we don't have time to explain it beyond that. We have to get into the thread. Come on, go, go, go.
Yeah. Also, it's somewhere cold. We don't know how long it took them to get here or how far away it is from where they go to school, but
I'd assume a decent amount. I'd assume at least like a few miles.
I guess.
Like far enough that like it would be really hard to like get there on foot, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I imagine like these kids have to be pretty well off because they travel around a lot.
Oh man. So yeah, a like big crux of this episode, there's a geothermal power plant that like they mention it uses the humidity of like a hot spring to like, no, it takes the heat from a hot spring and it cranks down the humidity, I think they say, and
Yeah.
that lets them like create power. And while they're just, like sort of, messing around in this place, just cuts off and it's like there's a giant ice Digimon it's basically a giant snowblower tank.
With a flame sword.
Yeah, freaking Frozomon.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, turns out it was revealed in the card game not that long ago. May not revealed, but did get a card.
Yeah. This thing's crazy.
Oh yeah, this is the most dangerous foe they face, like straight up, not counting maybe. Well, no, this thing would be stronger in Commandramon. Yeah, because it's like.
I assume Frozomon's an ultimate.
Oh yeah, this thing's an ultimate.
Yeah, because usually when there's a threat, it's an ultimate.
Yeah, it's an ultimate, and also it doesn't act in the same way that it does on the effing card.
Well, it's a card.
Yeah, Frozomon, it's a blocker. Your turn while your opponent is a Digimon with Digivolution cards. This Digimon cannot attack.
Yeah.
So it should not be able to try and murder these children, but it's sure gonna try.
So yeah, Frozomon just like sees a bunch of heat and he's like, "What is that? I have to stop that. That has to be cold now."
It's gotta be cold. We have to like use our ice powers.
Yeah, and so he just rolls over to the plant and starts coating the building in snow.
Yeah. So like this is when like I think it's like first Angorma, if I remember right, is just like, oh yeah, Frozomon's a really dangerous one, I just really hope that Kyo doesn't do anything to make him angry. It hard cuts to Kyo, who's like, hey, you out there, stop it, stop blowing snow on this place, come on. And Frozomon's like, you don't tell me to stop.
Yeah, apparently being told to stop triggers the crap out of Frozomon and just makes him angry.
Yeah, he's like, who are you telling me to stop doing this? I'm gonna blow as much snow as I want. I'll kill you, mother effer.
Yeah, and so he just keeps piling on snow and it starts like freezing over the building, which seems weird. Like, surely the place has an internal heating system that shouldn't be stopped by it being covered in snow if it's built to operate in the snow.
Yeah, I'm just imagining that it's like, maybe it's getting in like the vents and crap and it's like, it's like overloading the system, right? Or something, because he's clearly like, while he's inside, he's clearly lowering the temperature as he goes. Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's I don't know enough about it to like say one way or another, Maybe there's like something that would like cause that, maybe not. Either way, just whatever. Monster uses its ice powers to freeze the building. I feel like that's fine for me.
What even happens? Ruli gets outside.
Yeah,
and
Ruli gets trapped outside, and then like Frozomon chases everyone around. They try and like get all the Digimon like safe and stuff. Try reconnect with their partners or whatever. Sorry, not reconnect. Try like regroup with their partners.
Yeah, I like the moment where Hiro and Kyo are in the control room, and Frozomon runs into Ruli, and he's like, "Are you friends with the people who are trying to stop me?" And she's just like, "No." And then over the intercom, I think Hiro yells for her to run, and she's like, "You idiot!"
Yeah, that aircom really just causes some problems this episode.
Yeah,
Like they have very inconvenient timing. So yeah, there's just ends up at this point where it's like, man, we might end up like recapping this in like 15 minutes or so. Jeez.
A lot of this episode is running away from Frozomon.
Oh yeah, I enjoy it, but it's like there's not a lot to really talk about with that. There's a point where Frozomon just reveals he has a giant like heat blade, and they're like, "I thought you were ice themed," and he's like, "It's for melting snow."
Yeah, that checks. That
yeah,
tracks.
fair enough. I love that Frozomon's literally just a big dumb tank. Like, he chases after Rui, and they're like shutting gates behind her to try and stop him, and it keeps breaking through the gates. And then, like, Rui turns a corner and they shut a gate behind her, and Frozomon has to, like, move forward, stop, like, back up to, like, turn around, and then it can angle itself at the gate and rip through it.
Yeah, Frozomon has to perform a K-turn.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Oh, man.
Also, Angoramon is running around holding Kyo and Hiro because they're freezing.
Yeah, just Angoramon's just holding them in its fur. So
Gamamon's like, oh man, it's cold, and it's like, all right, evolve to battle Gamamon because fire, and then he proceeds to never, like, I don't know, activate like he's gonna use an attack and just hold the fire in his hands.
Yeah, can he actually do that? And I'd assume he could, but like,
yeah, because in battle, he has just like flaming hands prepared to use it whenever. Like,
yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, but
no
that
reason
just wear him out faster, I suppose.
I don't know. It'd keep everybody warm though.
Yeah. It's like
Also,
definitely a situation without a lot of like great answers.
Also, I'm pretty sure when Battle Gamamon reverts back to Gamamon, it's because like of the freezing temperatures, not because he ran out of energy.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say because like Hero's also like dying, and it's like, oh, this is not a good situation any way you look at it.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine if the tamer goes down, your Digimon loses a lot of like power too. Because but I
mean, Battle Gamamon could have set this up before they started getting too cold.
Yeah, true.
And that would have prevented them from freezing.
Yeah, they do definitely try, because, like, Hero, like, raises the temperature on the place by, like, upping the humidity to, like, try and, like, phase off the, like, ice effect. It doesn't really, like, stop it that much as it just slows it down.
Well, it was working until Frozomon, like, rolled back outside and started shooting more snow on top of the building.
Yeah, and it only works so much, it seems. So yeah, like, here's the big thing. Because this is the big takeaway from the episode, and I have no idea why I'm gonna call it, but I feel like this might influence that. It's like, oh, tamers can give power to other tamers' Digimon, and that seems to make them way, way stronger by, like, a notable amount.
Maybe it might not make them stronger, but the desperation might have, like, an adrenaline effect.
I'm just assuming that it's like, because it's like, Tesla Jellymon, for whatever reason, is the only one left, which is kind of weird because she's like a jellyfish in the lightning element one, and not like the fire one.
Yeah, something about Tesla Jellymon is like running electricity through her body, which is keeping her warm.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, everybody else falls asleep.
Yeah, and they pass out from the cold.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to happen if you're, like, freezing. Like, if you're caught out in the cold, do everything you can to not fall asleep.
Yeah. But here's where I'm going with this, right? If this works the way I think it does, and it's like, alright, yeah, you have two tamers that are, like, like, let's say, like, linked with a Digimon, bonded with them or whatever, and they're, like, giving them power, and it makes them stronger, then, like, if you get 3 tamers doing that with the same Digimon, Could that be how you get an ultimate form?
It could be, maybe. The music that was playing when Ruli and Tesla Jellymon teamed up, I thought Tesla Jellymon is going to evolve.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it definitely plays like the big theme that happened when they evolve and like, do the big like fight and stuff.
Yeah. Although if they play it like the Adventure 2020 reboot, there will be a different theme for evolution.
Yeah.
Which
I could see that.
Which I really like that they did, is like every tier of evolution has its own theme, and like all of them are great.
Yeah, that was really cool in like, O2 as well, where it's like, oh yeah, you get Pyhildramon and it just plays Beat Hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the armor forms have their own theme, and then like normal evolutions are Butterfly, and you get the big ultimate form and it's Beat Hit. And you go Mega and it's just like the opening theme song.
Yeah. I was just always hyped that when we get Pyhildramon and like he shoots his machine guns and it's to the beat of the drums and it's like
if anyone hasn't just watched Digimon 02 with like the subs, it's not gonna be a great series, but it's so much better. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's so much better than Dub 02.
I literally like watched through both of them back to back. I can like testify to it. Oh,
so yeah,
man.
Another thing that's worth noting is I think Ruli was giving Tesla Jellymon different commands. She wasn't using Punishune. She was using something else.
I think she does like both of them, right? Because there's Punishune and Vorsprite.
She's using something else. Like that move where she just kept like palm striking.
Yeah, that's Punishune, I believe.
No, it was called something else.
Okay. I know. I feel fairly confident, but I could be wrong. I'd have to like look back at like the thing. Whatever, it's fine, it doesn't matter. But yeah, if that's the case, that's a really interesting like detail.
I'll check. I'll pull up the episode here. I'm almost certain it wasn't Punishune or Vorsprite. It was something else.
I could be wrong, but I think it was just like, it was one of her normal attacks. I don't remember. We're the only ones left. Vorsprite, okay, yeah. Fizzlist, okay, yeah. So you were right, but I feel like we have Sarah used this before.
I don't remember it, but okay.
Yeah, I could be wrong on that, but yeah, that would make sense, yeah. I can't imagine them getting, like, new attacks from this somehow.
I mean, it would be an interesting way to change up the partner dynamic, is if they unlock different skills.
Yeah.
Which means all of Gamamon's forms have how many different possible versions of him?
Yeah, that's true.
Because of all of his multiple evolutions.
Yeah, how many skills does Tesla Jellymon have? There's Vorsprite. I'm pretty sure Punishune was a thing at some point. Wait, maybe Punishune was like, normal Jellymon, not Tesla Jellymon.
Maybe?
Maybe. No, I think that actually was the case, yeah. Yeah,
I know
there's
BB,
an easy way to check.
I know BB Thunder is regular Jellymon's attack.
Yeah, I might be thinking of BB Thunder, just straight up. But yeah, we might have a way to go Ultimate now eventually. Because, like, I can't imagine them introducing, like, another separate way to make Digimon stronger this early.
Yeah.
But I feel like that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but it could just be like, okay, we can change up the formula without going to a new evolution by just partnering up Digimon with the other tamers.
This does, like, create an interesting scenario where it's like, if things work the way I'm, like, thinking it might, then does that mean that it's like, you know, we're gonna have like a different ultimate sort of like, you know, like show up and help out based on the situation, right? Like, you know, because of course all these Digimon have their own ultimates, so it's like, hey, is there gonna be an episode where we like, you know, specifically need like a Jellymon ultimate, and you know, then there's one where it's like, oh yeah, you know, this guy's like really like fast and good at flying, and we need like, you know, the Angormon ultimate, right?
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. You know, so he's
I
like, it's Cherrymon's back. Oh, we need to bring out like, you know, Gamamon's ultimate form to fight him off for good this time.
yeah. I don't know. Like it could just be like in a desperate situation, this kind of thing can happen, and it doesn't lead to much else after. But
Yeah.
I would totally believe that like all three of them behind one Digimon makes an ultimate, which is worrying. Because what if this kind of thing only works for Gamamon? And then we have like, oh well, the main character is going to continue doing all the fighting.
I could believe that Gamamon's the only one who gets a mega form at the end of this, as much as it would suck, but like, you know, I know there's definitely have like canon ultimate forms that have been revealed that, you know, they'd go into, I'd assume.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they'll get them later, but like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
this
just
is like, oh
that,
hey, do we do Gamamon or do we do one of these other, you know, Digimon?
yeah, I'm just worried that end of the series, Gamamon's Mega Evolution is going to be doing all the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Because
Man, how the heck are they going to like make an ultimate feel special, you know? Because sure, it's like a new form, but like we've been fighting off ultimates since like episode 2, and sure, you know, we haven't really beat any of them, but you know, like the heroes have definitely been like kind of making them run away and like stopping them and stuff with like their normal champion forms. Like, how are you going to make this feel like a bigger deal if like, you know, the threat level is like basically just the same? Like, are we gonna like fight a mega and it's like, oh no, now we need an ultimate form to deal with this? Like,
no, I have no. The direction feels so weird on this. I have no idea where they're going.
So weird. Oh man. But yeah, cold temperatures, man, it'll really just screw you up.
Yeah. Which is why I'm glad it was like 50 something today.
Yeah. Yeah, just what's on my mind, I do want to point out that, like, Jacob Geller just made, like, a recent video on, like, just a bunch of just crazy stories about, like, just crazy, like, absolute cold temperatures and, like, survival and crap. It's just like, you know, a bunch of different like connected like, you know, tales or whatever from like different sources and like media and crap. And he's just like, oh yeah, yo, there's this like man who was like climbing Mount Everest or something, and yo, it was so cold his lips were like frozen together, and then he suddenly started choking on something. And yo, he had to like gag and like force his mouth open so he could like spit it out, and that's when he realized it was his effing like uvula, that little like thing in the back of your throat. It got so cold it like froze and snapped off.
Ugh.
Yeah, the dude was fine, yo. He like got like fixed up and everything, but like holy crap. But yeah, super good video, super worth checking out. Yeah, there's my plug for the day. Yeah. Man, is there anything else we really want to say out this episode, other than, like, it was really cold and they fought Frozomon really hard?
The resolution's stupid.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Frozomon's like the captain of this team of like rookies, and they're like, oh yeah, yo, we just want to like pass by or something, and
which for some reason requires them to shut down the entire geothermal plant.
Yeah, that part didn't make much sense. Like,
considering like the path they took to go didn't lead anywhere near it.
Yeah, like, I guess at the end of the day, I don't know, maybe you can, like, shut off for a bit and then turn it back. I don't know, it's very odd. It's
Yeah.
very
Also,
weird.
Yeah. Also, like, it's like, oh, can you help our friends? And Frozomon's like, oh, what? Like, you have like, he didn't say anything, but he has like his eyes light up, like he has a realization, as if like, oh, those are your friends. Oh, I was gonna kill them. I don't like what.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, it's a very bizarre, like, conclusion, but whatever, it's... I feel like the action stuff was the part of the episode I liked the most, where it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, the way
Yeah,
it gets resolved is stupid.
you have your scenario, you've got, like, a really cool setting to, like, deal with this character, and, it, like, doesn't really drag its feet, it just, like, gets to it pretty quickly, and they just sort of, like, keep up the tension with this, like, threatening character and all the crazy stuff it can do, and, that just sort of, like, threat just keeps going, right?
Yeah, Frozomon's a problem, and he's going to be a problem to somebody else in the future, but we'll just let him walk off.
Can we really kill him at this point? I don't know if there's much we can do about it. He just has to go.
I don't know. It's just, the best part of this episode was learning that tamers can partner up with each other's Digimon.
Yeah.
And like really didn't have Kyo's vital bracelet or anything.
Yeah, just straight up. Like, that scene just happens, and it's like, oh, wait, what? Alright.
Yeah. It could be that like say Jellymon is still Jellymon and not Tesla Jellymon, it's very possible that Ruli couldn't have evolved her.
Yeah, I'd like believe that. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, but they can fight alongside each other, like as if they were their own partner.
Yeah, makes sense.
Also, I like the part where Ruli's freaking out because she's like, "Oh my god, the others are dead," and then like Tesla Jellymon just slaps her, just like, "Get it together."
We're the only ones left. We have to survive.
Yeah, we have to kill this guy.
Wait, so the others are dead? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We have to fight.
Yeah, at no point does Tesla Jellymon say, like, I'm sure they're fine. She's just straight up like, yeah, no, we're fucked. You gotta do something now.
Again, it could be that the desperation is what leads to, like, the phenomenon we saw.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's like, like, oh, you have to be, like, like, bonded with a Digimon. Like, there's just a hidden, like, affinity stat, and you, like, you just get that up to A, and now it's like, oh, yeah, new skills open up.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you can do the thing. And that was, like, as much as they needed to get that rank up.
Yeah. I don't think we said it really, but they kind of defeat Frozomon. Like, they don't inflict a lot of damage, but they beat the crap out of him.
Yeah, they knock him over, which is still really, really impressive. It's definitely more than they were doing before.
Yeah. Tesla Jellymon just goes mental and flips him over, and it's like, well, that's the end of the fight if he can't get back up.
Fizzleist.
Yeah. Also, yeah, the vocal performance is good, just really screaming Fizzleist that she keeps doing it.
This was a good Rui moment.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
We don't get many of those.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, that was solid.
Yeah.
Oh man, anything else we really want to get into?
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's about all of that have in me. But yeah, solid episode, just a bit like in other areas.
Alright. I'm gonna have to get up for a second. I brushed a crap load of hair out of my cat's coat. I gotta go throw it away.
Oh boy, alright.